A month ago, America's credit rating was cut for the second time in over a decade. Our leaders in Washington don't seem to be paying attention. New data from the Congressional Budget Office, or CBO for short, is showing that our budget deficit this year is growing at a rate doubled compared to last year. Economic uncertainty means you have to keep up with what's happening. Make sure you subscribe and we'll keep you in the know. By the end of fiscal year 2022, the annual budget deficit had climbed to just shy of $1.4 trillion. As of right now, there have been only 3 other years in our nation's history when the annual budget deficit was higher. 2 of those years were during the World Health Crisis, 2020 and 2021. The third was 2009, when the nation was facing the impact of the global financial crisis. What's mind-boggling is 2022 wasn't even a crisis year. But hold on to your hats, because the numbers are pointing to the fact that we haven't even seen the worst yet. That's because, according to the Congressional Budget Office, through the month of July, this year's deficit grew at more than double the rate it did in 2022. The CBO reports the federal deficit soared to $1.6 trillion through the first 10 months of fiscal year 2023. That's more than twice the $726 billion it reached through the same period last year. The Congressional Budget Office now says that when the dust settles on 2023, they expect to see the deficit land at a grand total of $1.7 trillion. Reacting to the CBO's revised forecast for 2023, Maya McGinnis, president of the Nonpartisan Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, said, "The deficit this year and next year are on track to be 50% larger than before the health crisis, despite the fact that the health crisis is over and the economy seems to be growing at a steady clip." And in the report detailing the CBO's 2023 budget deficit update, Bloomberg declared, "The outlook for the federal budget right now is essentially unprecedented. Crisis-sized deficits as far as the eye can see, even though the economy appears to be in good health." Referring to those individuals and nations that have purchased a share of America's debt, the CBO says it's possible that investors would lose confidence abruptly and interest rates on government debt would rise sharply. Cato Institute, a public policy research organization, says like recent banking crises, a U.S. debt crisis could arise suddenly because of how financial markets respond to revised information and changing economic and political conditions. Look, the future is uncertain, but here's the kicker. Political leaders still have a window of opportunity to course correct this financial roller coaster. Will they? Nobody knows. But as the CBO and other analysts are warning, ignoring this could lead to a financial crisis. Now that's food for thought. That's why I suggest you take the time to learn more about what's really going on in the economy by attending our exclusive one-on-one web conference at AugustaPreciousMetals.com/webconference.